Uh-oh. Last time we left off, we were playing in one of the other countries up here in the north, and things went relatively well. We were able to at least accomplish part of our goal. The other one took a little bit of difficulty, but we lucked out as the Soviet Union and defeated Poland, Germany at the same time, and then later the UK through some magical mystic stuff that for some reason the UK just decided to remove their fleet from their shores and their oceans. And after that, it was pretty easy to take France. Afterwards, we even alienated them. And I mean, we got our achievement last time, and I decided that the Soviet Union, which we were working on, was going to take a while, and I might as well do that on my own time, finish that little game up, and move to something else. So, what I have here, aside from the missing login here, is I can't see my stream chat yet. We are playing Sweden, because we are going for a very, very nice little achievement, which involves us conquering and controlling the... wait, are we in a faction or something? Is it a faction, or do we conquer them? I forget. What does it say? In Svenska Tiger. Nope, that's not it. Nuke Denmark is Sweden? Ooh, that would kind of be cool, but that's kind of lazy. Northern Light. As Scandinavian country, form your own faction and have Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Finland in it. That one's going to be our main focus. Now, Nuke Denmark as Sweden is kind of impossible, I gotta say, if we're gonna do Northern Light instead. We need Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. So Denmark's down here, Norway, Finland. And on non-historical, I don't exactly know how this is all gonna shake out. But hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Let me check one thing so I can get my stream chat up again. Click on images of buses. That one too. Okay. What? Maybe I just need to restart it again and it'll be logged in. Who knows? Oh man, that's super weird. That should be my password. Oh, unless maybe I spelled something wrong. Apologies for the delay. Why does it have me do a CAPTCHA every single time? There we go. All right, now it's working. Let's see, for Sweden, I think obviously it's safe to do the standard research thing, and it's probably the efficient thing to do always. Now, we have the default focus tree for non-important nations, and that kind of sucks, but kind of helps in some ways. Now, we don't have a lot of like factories, but we have more civilians than military factories. So we can build mills, and then we can kind of get some through here. But to do this sort of conquest thing that we're going for, the Northern Light stuff, I think we gotta... I mean, maybe Finland has a better focus tree for it? No? None of these guys have a focus tree, do they? Maybe Denmark does. No, they all have the default one. Okay, good. So we have as good a chance as any to get them all in a faction. Which I don't know exactly what this involves. I wish it was, hey, Emily, appreciate the follow. It just says we gotta form your own faction and have Denmark, Sweden, and Finland in it. Sweden, Norway, and Finland in it. Which means we can't be bad guys, right? Unless we conquer them. So the way we can kind of force this... Hey, how's it going? We're kind of brainstorming here how we get this achievement. We're doing Northern Lights here. And we have to get Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Finland in our faction, quote unquote. And the way to do that, I suppose, is to actually conquer them all, release them as puppets, and then they'll be in our faction because there are puppets. I'm not exactly sure what the correct way to go is. We'll start political effort because I think we need to go fascist for this to work. Theoretically, we could go communist. And could that work? Form your own faction. I have to form my own faction. So I have to be real careful about the Soviets, of course, invading Finland. And then that makes things tough. But I need Denmark, Norway, and Finland. And since we are on historical, things are going to be rough. This one might be a little janky to try and get through. But what I do know is that we need to build mills. Only mills, nothing else. How are you doing? No. I mean, there's no problem. I think we've got Call of Duty later today. I'm going to play. I probably won't stream it, but we're doing great. No problems here. And I'm trying to figure out, aside from like the obvious problem, we need to solve this little puzzle here. How do we get these guys into a faction? And I don't think we're going to be successful the first time. I don't think that's going to be possible, but we just might stand a chance. It's at the very least a good practice run. Let's see, we have really good stability, but really low war support. Now this is going to change a lot as we try and move towards fascism. The default tree is kind of crap, but it's not too bad. We can work with it in a lot of different ways. I love watching streams, so I just joined yours. Hey, I appreciate it. Gabo Valdez, hey, how's it going? We are working on a little achievement here, not for Sweden specifically, but as the Scandinavian nations here. We're supposed to like form a faction and then make sure all the others are in the faction. And I don't exactly know how that's going to go, except that the only way I can assume we can guarantee that it might happen, that they would join us, is if we conquer them and then have them as puppets to join our faction. Which also means we have to make a faction, and I'm not entirely sure what the how possible that is for a essentially default nation. Now, default's maybe not the right word, but it's pretty stuff. Do you stream daily? Yes, I do. I tried to, at the very least. We probably won't be on tomorrow because I run a D&D game on Saturdays. I might show up Sunday, but every weekday I try and do it. I think we missed out yesterday because I had a terrible headache. I end up playing a lot of D&D, not on stream, but Thursday is one of my D&D nights. Saturday is one of my D&D games. And I don't stream on Saturday because I run the game on Saturday. So it's a lot of work beforehand. And on Thursday, it's a really late game, so I usually don't stream unless if I'm like not feeling well, because I need to sleep beforehand usually. But other than that, yeah, pretty much every day. Let's see, we got some boats. I don't know if we're gonna do anything with these boats, but you're gonna turn into convoys once you're all done building. And I think we want to add some stuff. Some artillery is probably good. And then we'll never touch anything else except infantry stuff. I'm also planning to start streaming in the near future. Oh, nice. Are you going to stream a specific game? Hearts of Iron or something else? Where are you from? I'm from, actually I can show right on the map exactly where I'm from. I'm doxing myself. I am from technically Eastern over here, but I live in Columbus, Ohio right now. Very easy, very cool when I can show exactly where I live. more or less on stream in the game I'm playing. But yeah, it's the fact that it's actually a VP, and I think it's a supply hub too. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. I'm from the UK. Nice, that's cool. I ended up playing the UK a little bit last week, doing some of their achievements. I think the one was Unite the World under the UK. I did most of it and then did the rest off stream because the rest was just like conquering like Japan and stuff. I did end up getting that one. And I think another one was like Go Fascist and beat France, which was pretty tough. The Turkish Straits. Yes, as expected. Let's see. We want to go Collective Ethos, which means we need a fascist guy doing some work for us. Now, military guy. I don't want to put an old guard in, but we're really slow on command power because of our low war support. So just to get some military stuff, I think I'm going to throw him in. I'm planning to stream about my artwork. Oh, nice. Do you do it all digitally? I don't know a whole lot about art. I just know that you can do it digitally or you can do it physically. Do you have all DLCs? I have almost all the DLCs. I have all the ones that add things important, but I don't have all the like skin ones and like models ones that make everything look, you know, accurate. Gobbles from Venezuela. Oh, nice. Venezuela is a nice little country too. It's so weird because I know that like the real map is different. Like, but France, Netherlands, the UK still have like all this territory. Venezuela is might be a good ally to have, honestly, today. If we need fuel for stuff. Which, because we're going infantry, I hope we don't, but our boats are going to be doing some work here too. Getting a naval invasion on Denmark is pretty important, and on Finland as well. At least for capitulating them early. Norway, which is probably going to be our first target, we should be able to take by land without too much issue. Now let's see, our divisions aren't great. I don't need recon dudes in there. The horses, I kind of don't need at all. We aren't occupying any territory. You guys do not need to exist. Neither do you. I'm gonna turn. Hey, Gabo, thanks for the follow. I'm gonna turn all our guys into our regular division, our regular infantry division, and right, we don't gain command power, of course. Now our manpower is also an issue, which we can solve in a few ways. One of them is technically communism, but another one I think is in our decision stuff. Except it's not going to really work. We can store the Kalmar Union or proclaim Nordic Unity, which gives us cores on all this stuff. We have to control all the Norwegian and Danish states. That's cool and all, but I guess we could do that and then release them as puppets. That might work. We'll conquer them normally, try and get those focuses done, or those policies done, and get some work done. That will hopefully help us build a lot of... Oh, we have a lot of civs. We must have a lot of stuff trading, right? Yeah, we have 6 that we're getting from trade. Good. 7 that we're getting. That's good to see. What kind of resources do we have? Just a bunch of steel, a little bit of chromium and tungsten. We have export focus. Of all countries, I think free trade would benefit Sweden more than anything. Because there's a lot of resources we have, and we don't really need the majority of them for a little bit of conquering. Although the new what's it called? Embargo mechanic kind of works against us a lot more now. The Second London Naval Treaty. But I have lunch in front of me, so we're gonna chat on a little bit while we're kind of slowly chugging forward and kind of learning how Sweden works here. So we don't really have a lot of trains. That might be a problem in the future as well. So I'm going to throw those on. But essentially, it's all going to be artillery, support equipment, and infantry equipment. Which we're going to get in about a year-ish. We're going to fill up on that, I think. Ethiopia. Splitting apart. I'm sure Italy's going to be excited about that. Let's get some more military factories here. With our armament effort. And we got our industry bonus. That's kind of not great. I'm going to put it on machine tools. I usually like to save the bonuses for stuff like getting ahead of time. Get the ahead of time bonuses. We do have a silent workforce. That's probably pretty good to get. And we have an infantry guy. That's also good, since we're going to be all infantry for the whole game. Let's see. You guys don't have a whole lot of equipment, but a lot of you still need trained up. So let's get you guys to start training. I'd rather do that earlier rather than later. And you, we've barely got a commander. And we don't have a field marshal at all. Okay, well, that is all right. You guys are going to chill there. You guys are going to train up. And we're going to start building up our military stockpile. Slowly but surely. I also need to edit these. This I can do now. We're going to remove that. We're going to keep engineer companies and artillery. I'm also going to drop these down to 10 widths. Because we need to be pretty dang efficient. Let's see, I think garrisons we want to be number 1. Garrisons and operations, let's see. Dropping it down to 10 widths. We don't need that much more to fill our units up, but still pretty slow. Artillery support and all. Especially when we're expending more artillery than we have. You guys need to train just a little bit. Which is strange because I removed troops out of your units. Let's see, how's Finland looking? There's an attrition recovery rate. They're really tough to beat, which is why we usually go through Norway first. I think we should do Norway and Denmark, because that's what gets us this restore the Kalmar Union, right? The Danish and Norwegian states, yes. And once we get... Let's see, we're going to expand civil support. Or do we want to discredit government? Discrediting the government. We'll do both. We'll do both. We got the political power for it. How are we looking with fascism? We're slowly growing it. 20%'s not too bad, and it's changing really fast since we cut a lot of the democracy support. But Ethiopia is doing its stuff. Jima. Controlling most of Italy. Or sorry, not Italy. Ethiopia. Along with Italy. The Italian stuff that they added in the new DLC is always really cool. Italy is my favorite country to play. And it's kind of now one of the strongest, which is cool to see. That's right, we're not doing any anti-air stuff. Well, that might bite me in the rear in the future. Maybe we should. Just one at the very least. I'm gonna go up on artillery and support equipment. And that should be good enough. I've got boneless barbecue wings, boneless barbecue wings in front of me, and they are a little hot. I'm kind of like stumbling over my words every once in a while because how spicy they are. That's normal. That's fine. So you guys are as good as you're gonna be. We're building pretty dang quick. I'm tempted to get some more infrastructure, but I'm also tempted to go to free trade. Although I feel like I'm gonna have to bump off of that once people start. Yeah, I might as well not go to free trade. Because I'm gonna get embargoed. And people won't want my stuff. Man, we're getting 12 from 13 from trade. It just keeps growing. I'm tempted to build infrastructure, but we would gain a lot from building infrastructure up there. I'm really tempted now. And if I had more build slots, I would, but it's only got 2 total right now. So it's really not worth it in the long term to waste the mill production on that. Infrastructure effect, which we'll get eventually. We'll get us some more infrastructure around the place. Fascism is growing. Rather than the communists. Yeah, fascism is on the rise. We should have another, expand civil support. I don't know if it's better to keep doing it, or because if I hit it and use my political power here, it doesn't cost a lot of political power, but it barely helps. Yeah, it says plus 0.00. And there's probably some smaller decimal there helping out. Raise it from the base to 0.04, but I don't know. I also want army organization guy, which is going to cost more political power, but it's probably worth it. Now, not doing tank stuff. We probably won't do support stuff. We're just going to do... Oh, we don't have trucks yet. Ah, that's really important to get. Trucks are really important to get for supply and stuff. Let's definitely research those. Finished my drink from earlier. And I have one from lunch down here as well. Luckily, Hearts of Iron is a slow enough game that it's not a big interruption. If you gotta eat or slow down or anything. Let's see, we want more guns than anything else, right? Kinda, probably, sorta. We build a train or so every couple months, every month and a half or so. How are you guys looking? Almost trained. You're fully trained. And then the rest of you, although you don't have all your equipment, you're just about trained. Which means we can start thinking about Norway here soon. I guess not soon. They're still... Obviously, we're still not fascist, so we can't go to war with another democratic state yet. But Anton Norvik is doing some work. And we really have no bonuses. This end Svensk Tiger is just not great. And then obviously neutral foreign policy. I would love to remove that, but I don't think there's a reasonable way to do that now. At our Spirit of the Army. Which I haven't picked a land doctrine yet. But I always do go flexible organization, so we can spend some stuff on that. And military theorist would be nice, but our infantry guy would be better. But I'm still saving political power for other stuff first. I want to hold the national referendum like normal and become fascist. I don't want us to go nuts or anything, have a civil war. That tends not to be good. But I do need to go up on conscription law here, probably first before anything else. Because we definitely need more men in the field, and we just don't have... We don't have the manpower for that. I'm going to do infantry equipment first before we do artillery stuff. They're both really helpful for our infantry, but... Resistance target in occupied territories. What? We're not occupying anywhere. That's weird that we lost stability for something like that. We're on good terms with everyone except Finland, which is a little rough. Lingo, hi Salty, I'm sorry I haven't been here for a while. I've been focused on schoolwork. Completely understandable. You got no obligation to be here. School is important if you're taking it seriously. You guys are all trained. So we aren't hemorrhaging any more. Oh, we're kind of still hemorrhaging a little bit of equipment from attrition. Oh no, Sweden, Denmark's arch nemesis. Yeah. So Denmark, we're kind of having we're gonna have some beef with them. And I think you understand. I understand that goes a bit deeper than us just becoming fascist and wanting to control them and have a giant empire or anything. The Swedes with the IKEAs and meatballs. Well, we haven't invented IKEA yet. And I don't think we will because the tanks, we still kind of can't afford to do tanks. We don't have any oil or anything. But we have plenty of steel. So make the big meatball guns, which is going to be a lot of artillery. We're going to make a bunch of regular guns. We're going to make a bunch of artillery guns. We're going to make a bunch of more guns and guns and guns. And our manpower, hopefully, is going to be able to keep up. Our guns are catching up. Artillery is almost there. Same with the support equipment. I think I'm gonna go up even on these two, kind of slowly back and forth as we go, because they're gonna be slower than guns for sure. And I do want to add more men to the army, probably sooner rather than later. But we're in no big hurry since the fascism front. Ooh, fascist assault divisions, extra recruitable population, but we lose some stability. Ah, that's fine. Oh, again. Getting some events really helping us out. That's what I like to see. So we get extra recruitable population with the loss of stability, but we get extra fascism sports. We should have it. We should have a referendum here relatively soon, within a couple months at least. No divisions in basic training. Is that because... I think they give us that warning because we finally have a decent bit of manpower. But it looks like Poland having their little uprising. Nice. The Peasant Union. They're democratic for now, but they got pretty strong communist leanings. It's hard to tell exactly what way they'll go, but OG Poland tends not to win, but they could. This is kind of like... This happens more often than not in the non-historical games. Almost like how Spain always has a civil war. But the victor here is also not always guaranteed. Generally the green guys win. But that's not always true. We'll kind of see what pops out here. It doesn't really affect anything that we're doing. I'm just kind of worried that we're gonna like go to war with Norway, take it over, and then like we have to go to war with like Denmark and Finland because world tension will be way too high. The Germans did Rhineland, so they're gonna generate a lot of world tension. The Fourth International, just cool and all. So you have the Comintern, we have the Allies, we have the Axis. And who started the Fourth International? It's not saying. No country seems to have joined this Fourth International faction yet, as far as I can tell. But we are going to have to start our own faction for ourselves here. Not too long. Actually, how do you start a faction? I know it's like in... I feel like it's in that menu, but... You cannot create a faction without having the national spirit to do so. So as Democrats, we need 100% world tension, and they need... I guess Norway needs it to be 80. So I have to have someone to make a faction with first, which would be a puppet. I mean, the faction stuff is going to come later. We have to finish conquering all these territories so we can get some cores first. Spain, more guys are splitting off there. That's always cool to see. Anarchists got a bit of... They got a bit of territory. Oh, they're communists. They're not anarchists. They're the commune. Ooh. That's always dangerous. More communists in the world. Especially when we're guaranteed to go to war with... Almost guaranteed to go to war with the Soviet Union. If they have a civil war... that's actually kind of good for us, but... Because we can kind of get in on that a little bit. Ooh, Italian Civil War now. There's our trucks. I'm going to add that to the construction queue here. We're going to probably go to there. We have some more research slots. So we do artillery. We're going to have to pick another one here soon anyway. Because guns are starting to finish. Support weapons 1, good. And it's kind of just worth... If we're only doing, like, the most basic stuff, we do need radio. Let me get that first. But if we're just doing infantry, we can really super focus all of our research onto making our industry, like, hyper advanced. Maybe not hyper advanced, but pretty dang advanced. Obviously, you're not a major and you only have 3 tech slots. And with the default focus tree, we have no great bonuses to get us super ahead. But, I mean, we can do some work at the very least. Scandinavian. We will hold our national referendum. And the fascists demand a referendum, and we do become the Civil Reich. And we can't quite join. Ooh, that's our military general. Nice. Eric Alf Lindholm. Lindholm. Or no, that's a different dude. They just have the same portrait. That's strange. Let's see, I need to promote this dude to be our commander. And you guys are gonna need some trucks here because I'm gonna put you on truck supply. And yes, offensive doctrine. They're guaranteeing our independence, huh? That's what I'd like to see. We spent pretty much all our command power there, but we're gonna have a bit more war support as we go for collective ethos. We're just gonna kill some more democracy stuff, but what we really want is more recruitable population, which we get by going down this tree here. Although actually it might be, we probably won't need it, so I'm gonna cancel that right now. We're fascists, so we can start declaring war if we want, which we probably will on Norway. Ostland. We kind of just gotta wait for the political power to come by. We need 48. And we will start justifying. Now our army isn't quite ready for war. We will not be using motorized divisions either. I'm gonna start 7 dudes training here, or sorry, 6 dudes training. And you're gonna go on this front. And I'm not quite ready for this war specifically. If we look over at Norway, our intel isn't really great, but we can tell that they barely have as many units as we do. At best, they have as many units as we do, so we can still win pretty much if we do it smart. Hindenburg disaster. Oh, what the? Telling you guys, Limps is where it's at. These Zeppelins are dangerous. The Swedes know we are good at engineering. Let's see, we're short on trucks and support equipment, but not guns and artillery for the moment, which is good. The last thing we want to be is out of guns. Artillery's pretty bad, kind of so is support equipment, but I think we'll be okay. We have no intel on this combat, but somehow we know that combat is going on. We have the fascists and we have Republicans. Ooh. Democratic Italy. And they're having a tough time getting across the big river here. I don't know its name. Their capital is here in Venice. UK looks like it's staying democratic. France looked a little funky. I think they did go utilize the leagues. So we're gonna see some weird France stuff, which is likely gonna make Germany a bit tougher. The Polish People's Republic is officially communist. And thus they change colors and will defeat the sanctionists. I'm going to pull you guys real quick. You're going to train up right here. And that should be okay. Let's see. We're kind of rough on these mountain tiles with our supply, but so are they. Long story short, we need to take, like, this point here and then all the actual important stuff to the south. Which is why I need more divisions more than anything else. So, infantry equipment. Insufficient resources. Running out of rubber? I guess that's because we're building trucks now. We'll be fine being short on rubber, I think. Maybe. Japan Civil War. Okay, nice. See, if I get rubber from the UK, is that... It'll help speed up our production efficiency. But... let's get some more infrastructure. I don't quite have the equipment for more manpower is really the issue. We're gonna get these next guys out. Probably not even before the war. How much longer do we have? Oh, we have plenty of time. Those might actually get out before the war. We might not use them, but they will get out before the war. Luckily, Norway's not a major, so we're not going to generate a ton of tension, but it's still going to be a notable amount. So Denmark and Finland, I hope we don't have to go to war with both of them at the same time, but it's possible. And that's just to avoid, like, if we're too high on world tension, they'll get guaranteed by the UK, as they are democratic countries. If it's above 25, which I'm guessing it will be once we win with Norway, but it's hard to see. At the very least, it would definitely be after we conquered one of them. Kind of going to make sure, I guess, see that Iceland doesn't get separated off of Denmark, because we need it for one of our decisions, the Proclaim Nordic Unity. I guess the Kalmar Union isn't exactly the easiest thing to get either. I don't know if we need... The pictures are weird, because it doesn't show Denmark and Iceland here, or Iceland and Greenland here in Restore Kalmar Union, but I'm pretty sure... Well, this says mainland Danish states. Okay, so yeah, we don't need Denmark in Iceland and Greenland. Okay, so that might help if they split off. A little short on guns. We're making plenty of artillery. That's good to know. Support we're a little short on, and trucks, of course, but... We're doing good. We're going to slowly grow our factory count, as we have been, except it's going to be real quick once we conquer Norway. Wow, yeah, we're still doing trucks pretty dang slow. Not even one a day. I guess it'll be faster, slowly, as production efficiency creeps up. We might be good on trains, though. Maybe. We'll keep the factory producing them, though. Computing machine here. Officer quarters. It's about time to start messing with those, so let's get our infantry guy in here. That'll help more than anything for infantry divisions, as far as both attack and defense are considered. And then I definitely want to switch to an army org guy. Which we don't quite have the command power for because war support and all. Actually, yeah, like political actions. War propaganda would be nice, but we can't do that. We don't even have the option. Let's start working on collective ethos, because it takes a while to get down that, to get our manpower, and we shouldn't lose too many troops. But it will be a little taxing on our manpower stocks. I'm hoping we get our spent equipment back at the very least. And we're good. No deficits other than trucks. I guess we technically have an air force. You'll operate with those guys, but yeah, for the most part, actually, you guys come here. Those are the naval dudes. How much they're gonna help out here. Just gotta jump up and around Oslo and take all the ports on their western coast. We'll add you guys to the line. Yeah, you guys just might be ready, that last division. We'll have a full 24. If not, you'll be trained enough, and I'll put you on before we justify. Oops, Soviet Civil War, that's good for us. That means we should have Finland, for the most part, to ourselves. Oh, they started over here. Soviet Republic. Trotsky. Oh, okay. It's a real weird place to start your uprising. You don't normally see that. You normally see the whites break off over here and eventually take over. Trotsky starting in Ukraine is weird, but it technically is a lot faster than the Siberian Civil War. They got eaten up here. That's not good. This does not look like a very strong division. Yeah, I don't know. Getting over this river is really hard to begin with, even though they've got Kiev is a pretty good point. This is a really defendable spot by the Russians, this huge river line. They have gotten over a little bit, but pushing any further is inconsistent. But it's also a really good defensive location, too. Let's see, we've got our officer corps stuff. I'm going to throw on bold attack, because we've got to be doing a lot of offensive stuff here. And then let's switch our guy out so we get... Oh, nope, that's not it. This. Nope. That's still the wrong one. Army organization. That's going to help out. Since we're sticking with infantry. So you guys are doing okay. Slowly training up. Our war is getting started in about less than 50 days, month and a half. And we've got the 3 different civil wars we can kind of sit back and watch if we want to. The Soviet one is probably maybe the longer lasting one, because it seems like nationalist Spain is just kicking the can with these guys. Although as soon as the Carlists break off here, that'll probably give them a big debuff. Losing all that territory and manpower. Yeah, with Poland, it's pretty much won. The people are pretty much going to win. Let's get our nationalism focus. And then, yeah, the Soviets have a pretty easy front to, like, cover here. So it's not... They did get past the big river, but it's a slow slog forward. for them to keep winning. Stalin's probably having an aneurysm, of course. Trotsky is going to die of a heart attack any day now. Actually, we got a bit more time on the Trotsky death stuff. But Sweden, who's guaranteed by the Reich if anyone goes to war with us. Not on our own terms. Ooh. Another civil war. Number 4 breaking off with the Mexican Republic. The Second Cristada. Democrats? Yeah, they are. Against the PNR. How's the U.S. doing? They did go Roosevelt, so they're going pretty historical for the most part. Same as Canada, same as UK. France is still slowly working on whatever they're doing. They definitely went right side with utilize the legions. But whether they keep going for national, so they can do national regeneration or Council of the Ratatouille, whatever. As soon as they're done with that. But it's hard to tell whether they went monarchist down this way or I think it's guaranteed fascist down this way. But they're not communists, so I suppose that's good. You guys are just about ready. Get on that front line. How many more days we got? Ooh, 8 more days. You guys are a little late to that party. That's my bad. I could have trained you a bit faster if I was smarter about it. They won't have organization getting... or when we start this war. Although I can still kind of hold off. Let's just kind of speed up to it. Justification. Trotsky made a call for volunteers. We lost 90 men. That's pretty much insignificant, honestly. We'll do support weapons there. See our guys make sure they get a little bit more organization, and then let's get that war going. Okay. So yeah, the big thing is making sure you guys are all on aggressive for one. That way you guys walk into territory and don't just like stand here on this front line. Not aggressively. Pushing here is not going well for us. They have 12 with divisions. We need to more intelligently push in collectively. Yeah, okay, I want you in, and then you're going to come back behind. Germany wants us in their faction. We will do that. And they want to join our war. That's not happening. I need all the territory, so I have to win these wars on our own. Oslo's going to fall here quick. Yeah, Germany is not coming in. And Narvik is the capital now, which should fall here in relatively short time. Wait, what the heck? Oh, this split off? Yeah, that's really weird. You guys, I do want you still on this front. Specifically, I need guys to go into every single port to take it. The VPs are important. Dovensk is pretty defendable, I gotta say. They only have a cavalry unit here. 6 width versus 20. And we've got pretty much all our equipment on these guys. Supply lines aren't great, but torpedo firepower will help. Do I need to send another dude? Kind of feels like it. That guy's gonna break here soon. We're gonna push him off that tile. You are not doing good against that. Nationalism, good. That gets us some support, but this is what gets us recruitable population. We actually lost 10k dudes. Wow, we've lost way more than Norway. Ah, you guys should not be aggressive and push into those mountain tiles. That's what I'm hearing here. Get some free mills. What are we short on more than anything? Trucks at the moment, but I think ahead of that we want support equipment. So we'll probably go up on that at least twice for now. Oh, dang it. Germany sent units up here. I can't, like, ask for volunteers, can I? I can call to arms, I can leave faction. And I could theoretically request garrison support, but it says they don't have enough manpower to give me. That's wrong. Germany's got plenty of manpower. They just want it for themselves. They're just going to stand in our territory and take up our supply, those stink butts. Is this going to get us into Narvik? We're close to capitulating them. I think it's really the main big city that's holding us back at the moment. Motorized divisions. Now, if I had the manpower, I could kind of cheat and get Lend-Lease from Germany. Ooh, they might send it anyway. Nice. I'll send some support equipment. I would like to get some guns and stuff, too. That's a bit more difficult to get them convinced on that. You guys not move and just regain your organization? I want you to take that VP, but that's about it. Make sure you're out of there. Make sure you're out of there. Oh, make sure you keep going. Yeah, we lost a lot more manpower than I was really hoping, but... We'll have it in a week. Less than that, good. We took it? No. But we're close. That'll capitulate them at the end of the day here. 3, 2, 1. No? They're not capitulating? It's 98%. We need one more VP. You guys are all walking into it, so I guess that is what it is. Someone didn't walk all the way over to Stavanger, which is disappointing. That's the last VP aside from this super Northern Norway. Okay, we did capitulate them. Nice. We're taking all the territory. That doesn't generate a whole lot of world tension. We also take all their navy, which is a very, very nice addition to my collection. Let's see, you guys are about half the size of us. That's not too bad. They're almost a respectable navy. Now the question is, who are we going after next? So Finland and Denmark. It's really tense with the world generation. We generated a lot. And if we justify a war goal on Denmark, it adds 4, which will put us over the thing, and they'll likely get guaranteed. Which is not great, but kind of manageable. A lot was generated by the Soviet War. Cancel Lend-Lease. Okay. I think we're ready to... Oh, we can't go to partial lobe. We don't have the wear support. That's a little disappointing. We're in the Axis for a little bit. I don't know when I want to separate from them. But we kind of need to stay in the Axis, both for our own safety now that we have Denmark. Or sorry, Norway. Or both, eventually. And the Reich can get war goals on both of them. So we need a bunch of trucks still. Militarism is going to help out. So will military youth. Angeles is kicking off in mid-30... Well, kind of still early 38. It is not as early as you can do it, but that's about typical for the Reich, as run by the AI. The Czechs, however... Well, actually, these guys are doing some work. Strange how they haven't taken Crimea and Sevastopol, but... Like, holy cow, you guys are really... You took Moscow. That is kind of nuts. Trotsky proved to be quite a military genius. You what up? I don't think I clearly heard what they said there. Let's have y'all go to a port here. Making some artillery guns. Ooh, okay. Dang. Okay, well, there's a lot of world tension now. Mostly caused by Germany now for Angeles. The Soviets won in incredibly quick fashion. That's super fast. They're weaker than they normally would, but they're still probably the second most powerful military in the world. And for all I know, they still want Finland. Which means we gotta be prepared for that. Finland is not democratic. Denmark is. If we justify on Finland, they shouldn't get guaranteed by the UK, I'm hoping. By the Allies. Let's see, who are my best trained units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna pull you guys off. You're gonna come to Stockholm. Oh, I can't naval invade. I don't have the technology. No. We are going to research. Oh, we do have the technology. Why did it not want me to naval invade? Oh, it does. I was clicked on the wrong dude. Oh, excuse me. Chicken's really getting to me. You guys are coming here, and then we are gonna naval invade. From Stockholm to... Okay, hold on. You two are gonna invade Helsinki. You two are gonna invade left of it, and then you two are gonna invade right of it. And we should have naval superiority. Our ships are pretty dang good. Finland, I don't think really has much of a navy. Not really much any air either. They have some ships, but we should still have superiority, of course. The army is a bit more formidable, but I think with the southern naval invasion, we should capitulate them much quicker. And if we had the manpower, I'd spam out some more units. We have the equipment for it, but... Well, we're short support, but we have the guns for it, which is the important bit. There's some manpower. He gets eaten up immediately for garrisons, but let's see. We want you guys actually as the garrison units. Horses and cavalry are always better. Let's see, we have a port up here for supply, but a lot of the attrition is going to be rough in some of these spots. We do have a port here for some supply, but it's going to be bad here. Barely tolerable here, especially as we push into Sweden, or not Sweden, Finland. We are Sweden. Germany's setting up, guys. I want to leave, but I know how dangerous it is. Let's see, you're not guaranteed by the UK. No, not yet. Yeah, they're attrition a lot worse than we are. It's like our trucks are finally piled up enough. Yeah, quite a few units over here, which is dangerous. Because Gierkenes over here is our main port on the north and supply route. Netherlands maintain trade neutrality. Demanded Sudeten. Nice. Okay, so no war. We don't really need the research slot yet, so we'll get some more civs first. Yeah, provided this war goes off without anyone guaranteeing them, which might happen still. Still a relative possibility. How many men do we need for garrisons? I guess not too many more. We're starting to keep some manpower. Yeah, I probably should have focused on these a bit earlier. The recruitable pop factors keep me from making more units. At least for a little bit. It's going to grow here enough that I'm going to be able to train the batch of 6 or so. Petrograd. What is this name? Not Stalingrad. Volgograd. Is the capital still Moscow? No, it's Petrograd. Still getting 7 from trade. Really helping out all those guys trading with us. Who's done the most? Germany's still done the most world tension. Although we might overtake them once we defeat Finland. Which doesn't quite help us in either of these here, but Denmark wanted to be democratic and there's too much world tension to go after good old democratic Denmark. And who's resisting? Who cares? We can lose equipment. We built up a good stockpile. Manpower, another story. I mean, we're only losing a couple hundred people every week or so. So it's not too bad. Some organization for you guys. Officer Corps. We should do artillery expert. Because we do have artillery in our divisions. How much soft attack do we have? Still not even 60. Which is not ideal. We're getting some research to help that out. But a lot of what we're doing is likely for naught. Yeah, pretty much Finland is all the south. Like, we're going to have guys in the north because we want them to be on the front line. And not down here. But the 6 dudes that land here are just going to have to commando take every VP, essentially. And I think we are ready to put 4, 5, 6 dudes into training. You come out to Stockholm. We're a little short on manpower for them, but I think they'll be fine. Construction effort done. Nuclear, a little early for that. Let's get some army stuff. Mills. Okay, what are we short on? More than anything else. It seems like support equipment still. I kind of don't think we need trains anymore. We almost kind of don't need this rubber anymore, as we are stacking up quite a few trucks. I'm going to cut that off from the UK. They're going to embargo us eventually anyway. On a pause, because deciding what we want shouldn't take that long. I think we want more artillery next, then we'll go all in on infantry equipment, and I think that's all we're gonna need. Let's see, if I add support anti-air, how many would we need? By the way, it's actually available. We don't have the manpower to do that, but that anti-air would be really good against tanks and air. We just don't quite have the manpower for it yet. How's our Air Force looking? They're looking okay. We don't really have an Air Force, nor will we, unless someone decides to not use planes against us and let us conquer them. But that's not likely. You guys are going to get trained quick. Czechoslovakia is guaranteeing them. Okay, so we can't go to war with Finland before the Germans essentially delete the Czechs. Which, yeah, okay, so they're doing Fate of Czechoslovakia. So they're going to disappear. They should disappear, and then they shouldn't have that guarantee at that point. Kind of wish Hungary popped up. Poland is weak, although they are communists. Theoretically, now this doesn't happen often, but theoretically, the Soviet Union could join the war. They could join the Soviets faction, the Comintern. Or I guess the Fourth International as it is now. Which they're at war with China or Japan. What? Japanese war. Oh, okay. So China is at war with Japan as well. Oh, Japan is having a civil war. They're going democratic, and they're at war with the other dudes. They're going to have to share territory when... No, wait, is it just Manchukuo? It's just China. And they signed a white peace. China took more of... Wow. Korea also exists? At least they're unified. Could be worse. Japan's still having their civil war. I thought that had resolved. I mean, I understand Italy's kind of going to be slow. Now that is weird. You guys are going to get encircled. It looks like fascism wins again in Italy, which is strange. Normally in civil wars, the division that breaks off to change is the one that wins. Fatal checks. Australia seeks a distance from the Commonwealth. Ooh, okay. Let's see. As long as Slovakia is on there, dude, and Finland has a UK guarantee. Damn. Okay, well. I don't think France is in the Allies. So we might sort of luck out. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do the doctrine effect first. I'm going to save the equipment stuff for Guns 3, I think. Chances are, with the Navy that we will potentially get, I do need to beat Denmark, though, as well. I need to get them. Should I justify them now, or wait? I think we'll wait. Essentially, we're kicking off World War II. UK is going to guarantee Finland. And we need Germany in there because UK. Long story short. I feel like I really should go up on artillery. It's weird for that we were that far behind in support equipment, but we're catching up now, and now we're kind of looking shorter on artillery more than anything else. You guys just need deployed and trained. How many more days do we have on this? Okay, World War II starts in 40 days. You guys are just going to get to level 2, so you're not suffering huge negatives. And this war is kicking off. And our hope is that we can take Finland and Denmark in the peace deal. That, and, of course, as France is not in the Allies at the moment, they are guaranteed, but that Germany is going to be able to help us by getting naval superiority enough that we invade, because Germany sure as won't do it. Heck, won't do it. You guys are going to operate there. We can go partial mobilization. That probably needs done before we start the war, because we won't have the war support to do it during the war. Yeah, we're losing a bunch of stability, mobilization speed, and surrender limit. But we're starting a command power. Okay, you guys are good. We're going to put you... You're already in Stockholm. Good. Field commanders. Ooh. I'll give you a medal. If that didn't cost political power, I would do that. Why don't I promote this guy instead? See? There. Okay, you're going to lead these guys. You're on trucks. You'll be part of the Commando Marine Division down here. Do we know any more about how many divisions they have? We're not sure. It's at least 9 up to 28, which we match at the very least. We have built some manpower, so we are ready for war. We have also built some naval power, which I'm hoping UK doesn't invade Norway while we're going in on them. That'd be rough. We're going to go to war Denmark really soon. Probably after Finland is done. But then capitulating the... yeah, we're going to war. We're going to declare war. We are going to call our allies. UK comes in. Finland joined allies. So yeah, we're going to do Denmark and then UK. UK is going to be rough because naval superiority and all. You can see it's already bad. Actually, speaking of our navy, let's set you to engage at low risk, if anything. Actually, I want one of you to go here, and then here real quick. One of you should be enough to help out with the landing. Same here. One is going to go here, one's going to start working that way. Yeah, you two should land in a couple weeks at the worst. Although technically we'll get an encircled bonus, I think, if we do that. Which is really, really good. Especially for the naval invasions. So yeah, these guys are kind of going to get pushed up for a day or two until we get this encirclement and they come back to help. And then yeah, so you guys are encircled. Good, good. And then tempted to do Compassionate Gentleman, but we're already early mob. Oh, I did do partial mob early. I forgot to do that. That's my bad. That's on me. Let's see, that doesn't help. We'll do Silent Workhorse. More political power. We lost a ton of stability for this war. See, Germany's already coming in here. They're going to help out. They're not doing the most. I should start on Denmark, right? Unless it's not going to take very long. 35 days. Are we going to win this war in 35 days? No. I think we need to progress further. Oh, you guys. I need you on that front. Moving that way. This way. I completely forgot about you. Looks like we're landing in Helsinki. Good. We destroyed them. Free military factories. Don't mind if I do. I guess we're putting them on guns. See, all your plans, you're doing the same thing. Just aggressively. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. I actually did want this still. Goofed up. Completely forgot that we had split divisions like that. Let's get aggressive here. I actually kind of want you guys like going all the way over here. Where's their capital now? It's on the island, isn't it? It might be. Yeah, honestly, you guys can come off that. I'm gonna have you guys naval invade. Because we can. And it's probably better to do it now rather than later, or just try and capitulate the UK without it. How much longer do we have? Finland's not holding out for too much longer. Vipuri. Doctrine effort. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do, dispersed industry. We're going to do the equipment effort. This is going to finish in 2 days, and we're going to start the next equipment thing for that. Ooh, Hungary joining in. One's a piece of the pie. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to have that bonus for later. Although, honestly, I should have stayed on Guns 1, because I'm going to get that bonus so soon. Not that big a deal, I suppose, but I kind of want all my units aside from you. Dang. Gotta do this manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 6th one hidden somewhere in here. There we go. I'm gonna delete that. You're all gonna go here, actually. And push to here. That's what we want. Germany can hold everything else. But yeah, disappointingly, with how peace deals work nowadays, I don't think Germany is just going to let us have Denmark, Finland, and all that stuff. I think it's going to be a real fight, even though they have a bunch of territory to take with the UK. Viipuri. It doesn't capitulate them. Nope, not even close. Oh, Savo. That's a weird place to have a capital in a non-VP. I guess they don't have any other spot except this one over here. That's a VP. This is technically a VP. Only 94% for walking into there. There's Savo's over there now. Guys, come on. These are infrastructure hubs. Oh, there it is. It's up there too. Infrastructure hubs are more important to the Finnish people than their actual last town, the Sala. How's the war going? We've lost some guys. We've lost some dudes. It's understandable. They're almost done. We gotta take some more territory. We are way ahead of time on our artillery tech. Finland has capitulated. Good. So that's all our territory. Now, Denmark will probably keep its islands and stuff until we capitulate the UK. So we won't be able to do our focuses yet. But I do need to start that war goal. Salied. And mostly what we're going to do is we're going to put dudes on this line and prep them to do that. And I don't think... So Germany is going to go to war with them too, and they're going to invade from the south. So I really just need to like take Copenhagen and maybe Odense over here. Ooh, that is not good. Red alert, everyone. That's not... That was not what we wanted at all. That is a really bad spot to lose. They have a lot of units here. I would very much like you all to go as fast as possible. There really aren't a lot of train lines, as it seems, to get onto, or to get to Oslo. Germany's coming in with some tanks, at the very least, to help out. We're getting some more doctrines. Sounds like he's telling me we fucked up, and that kind of feels like it's true. We should have been watching for these naval invasions a bit with a more keen eye, at the very least. Oh, we naval invaded too. Man, that was real fast. You're naval invade again. It's gonna be weird. I just do that, but they might not even get it because the British have superiority here. Well, the German planes are kind of doing some work on that navy. Ooh, there's some of our supply guys. I don't know why we have convoys out here. I guess technically we're trading with people still, right? We're getting 13 from trade. So yeah, Germany might be shooting up some of the dudes, but not all of them. Yeah, this little encirclement here is kind of good for us and kind of bad. If we clean it up with Germany's help, it's good. But it's slowing us down because we are currently justifying on the stink butts over here at the moment. You guys are so far away. I don't know why you're walking through the mountains. Yeah, our justification is gone. It's gone through. Let's keep doing more fascist focused stuff. Did we take Oslo back? No, we've not. I kind of want you guys to push. I kind of don't. Let's speed this up a little bit. The Reich claims Memel. We are pushing into bad fights here. The three of you can push out of here. Kinda? Nope, not at all. What's... Yeah, we are falling apart. Yeah, the Brits being in the Allies is rough. That and justifying on people gets a lot of rough, gets us into the rough wars. If there weren't like 6 dudes here, I could push into Oslo right now. Oh, well, 5 is kind of a small number if we encircle. Oh, and we have naval bombardment. Oh, we lost it. We gain and lose it. I'm guessing my fleet is over here. Or I guess the German fleet was helping us out because my fleet's not doing nothing. Yeah, if we take this port here, they'll be completely encircled and we'll clean them out, pretty much. This down here is kind of weird and dangerous because they have a port here that they can grab, but we should be okay. I want to say... I don't care about... I kind of do care about the Navy, actually. Considering we do need naval superiority at some point in some places. Upper Baltic Sea, oh no. Okay, we can lose that island. Of all places, that I can afford to lose. And it does look like we have some Germans showing up, but not for long. Okay, yeah, of course. Of course. Don't worry, we're gonna get our revenge in at some point. Come on, boys, push them out. Push them out of here. You can do it. If we didn't have units reinforcing from over here, I need to like attack here so they can't reinforce. Yes, there we go. The encirclement is pretty much complete. We hold there, no problem. You guys have units there. Ooh, we lost a lot of manpower. We have lost a lot of manpower. 60,000 is a lot to us. To this feed, does it? And now we've encircled a bunch of units, but we have a lot of trouble pushing them. If you guys would like hold off for a moment. I'll take 2 of you off that command too. Put you here if I can. Dang, I can't. I think we just got to declare war. Germany wants in. Yes, please. I do need your help. Oh, what are you doing? No, I thought you canceled. UK is called Italy. That's kind of weird. Are we landing? Yes, we are. Okay, good. We're almost not landing. There we go. Okay, so you guys are getting added here. The rest of you are on that. Need one to go like here. Yeah, the other 3 are gonna go this way. Similar for you guys. Go into Copenhagen. Yeah, we're holding a nice line here as these guys are kind of starving out. Let's start pushing in now. Yeah, don't let them gain any or regain any organization over here. These guys are low, and so are all these. We gotta push from every angle. Close them in, even if it's gonna cost us manpower. We gotta do it. Germany's helping here. Okay, so Germany's doing all the work. Really hoping we got enough war support to do our stuff, but it seems less and less likely every day. Greater Portugal, splitting off from Portugal. Germany declared war on Poland. Ooh. Okay, well, them being in the war with them, is kind of good because they'll have to take Poland in the peace deal. We're getting this encirclement cleaned up. But it also takes units off the front line, as this is quite a weird series of lines. Man, I feel like I need to go up on limited conscription power, which I almost can. Need some more political power, though. Gavel's asking, how's it going? It's going okay. We just capitulated Denmark, which is good. We have Sweden as well. The problem is we are in World War II with the UK and this weird Republican Italy, who is somehow a major on the other side. Now the magic is going to happen potentially soon. So we have to navally invade the UK. And that's not the easiest thing by far. In fact, it's kind of barely possible. But we could do it right now, theoretically. I need to get my units into position. But once they get there... Excuse me. I'm going to actually pull you guys off and put you here. Yeah, if we keep naval superiority, 100%, 100%, yeah, so they don't have the Navy here. I think they pulled it down south, mostly to the Mediterranean. Hard to tell, but if we can navally invade the UK, the war is over. We always win. I've never lost having navally invaded the AI UK. Strikes. Damn, that's not good for us. That really cuts down a lot of our stuff. Yeah, but you guys. Okay. This is how we do it. Real quick. This is the standard invasion I've slowly gotten more and more used to pulling off. If we send them one at a time like this, the invasion planning goes much faster. It only takes 7 days, which is usually enough time for us to build up all our preparation and then send it off. Because if we take too long, obviously the UK is going to see that we're naval invading. And they're going to ruin this. Long story short, let's see, how many more do we have? I just need one port, and this is successful. You guys are going to go as soon as you can. You go join Daxus? Ooh. Okay, so UK joined war with them. Let's see. Okay, so Italy's on our side. Italy got cleaned up. Good, good. So we only have the UK. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yes, I do. We are actually streaming both to YouTube and Twitch right now. So all the streams are up there. I don't really make too many videos. I did some like edited video stuff for like highlights of like Hunt Showdown and stuff. And FPS I've played before. Are we kicking off, guys? No, we lost our naval supremacy. Dang. 45%, we're so close. If we kind of sit and chill for a bit, we might regain it here real quick, but they pulled their navy back in time. Let me get a little bit of construction going. Okay, yeah, there we go. We just had to wait a little bit. The naval invasion kicks off, and we start landing. So we're going to pause it right here. And start you guys. Oh, we're going to start going. Free dockyards. Ooh, man. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. The mills I do. Pretty sure we're just going to add more support and artillery stuff. Not everyone has landed. Let's see. You guys are going to be extra aggressive. You're going to get taken off whatever order you're on. We're going to put you here. And let's just have you start running south. There's so much stuff going on. Yeah, we don't even have as much participation as Italy. That does suck pretty bad. It looks like we're not going to get through here. Call to arms. No. I'm not joining any other wars for the moment. I'm gonna have you go to Liverpool real quick, although you are kind of defend there, sorta. Are we landing in Hull? I think we are. No, you're going somewhere else. Okay, but we did get in the Hull. Okay, okay. You guys are gonna get added to whatever that army command is. We need our forces on the ground. So obviously, as Sweden, we don't have a huge army, but it's still probably going to be enough that at the very least we can hold, and Germany can come in. So it's either bringing the tanks. I need you guys to be aggressive. We cannot sit and be idle. We need ports first. That way they can't get behind us. We can clean up this one dude. Oh, yeah, the port. Hopefully these tanks are coming through. Alexander, appreciate the sub. Oh, Gabo. Gabo got it linked for him. Thanks, Lingo. Okay, we're getting pushed back here, but we have German tanks here. So we'll still hold on to this port. We should be good. Most of our forces can start concentrating and head south across the UK, for the most part. I need to clean this up a bit. 2, 3, 4. Now we gotta attack that guy. Germany's coming in to help, and so that's the big that's the big guarantee here. Yeah, we have some circling divisions here. Manchester and Sheffield, nice. UK's got to bring all its units that are abroad back home, and it takes a long time. So usually we get so much territory from the beginning war, or the beginning invasion and blitzkrieg, as it looks like Poland's getting destroyed either. Oh dang, more strikes. Like, our stability in war support isn't even that bad. But yeah, we're cleaning up more units there. We just gotta kind of hold these ports up here. We have enough land that once we take London and Mosa and Dover, London and Dover are the two big cities that will help us finish and capitulate the UK. Ideological fascism, good. Some equipment stuff, I suppose. Luxembourg joined the Allies. Looks like they're going to war with France soon. We need to win. What did America do? They didn't join the Allies, right? Damn it. Okay, well, the run's over. Long story short, because we can't beat the U.S. That was real bad. That was literally the worst timing ever. We are like months away. And it's all because of some weird Mexican war down here. So what exactly happened? The fourth International is at war with some guys? No, that's not it. They just joined the Allies for little to no reason, I guess. Okay, great. It's 39. It's 39. We took London. We'll take Dover here soon. And if the UK or if the US hadn't joined this war, we would have won within a matter of days. And we would have had a peace deal, and we would have tried for our achievement. But this attempt is likely destined to flounder now. Seeing as, yeah, they have all the Denmark stuff there without a peace deal. Yeah, Iceland has already split apart. We tried, but close but no cigars, I guess, is the nicest way of putting it. But hey, that's the way to go. UK capitulates. Honduras wants us in their war for some weird reason. We got a bunch of supplies, and Yugo is a major? Okay, I guess it wouldn't have ended. But the Yugoslavian Conference Confederation is super weird that they're a major. Oh, I guess it kind of shows that they're a major, but they lose it every once in a while. Probably because they're losing like territory or something. I'm a major at the very least. And I'm at war with the US, which is a little rough. We could naval invade and get Germany over there. I don't think they're quite ready for war at the moment. Oh, we can actually see their stuff. Reform Monroe Doctrine. For labor standards. Oh, they're not even... They won't continue the New Deal, and they're not even close. They don't have Arsenal of Democracy, Giant Wakes, Lend-Lease Act, or anything. How did they get in the war? That really doesn't make any sense at all. You still have limited intervention. And the New Deal. Slow economic growth. You're not even done with the Great Depression, but you're somehow magically joined the Allies. It's got something to do with this war down here. I don't know what. Okay, yeah, because it looks like these guys joined the Allies. And for some weird reason, some of these guys are guaranteed by the U.S. and not. But that's kind of the chaos that we see and get to enjoy, quote unquote, with playing on Historic. That does kind of kill our run a little bit. We'll run it out for a little bit longer. I'll see what we can do. France is going to join, and they fall like normal. They still have disjointed government, yeah. And are guaranteed by the UK that don't really exist anymore. But wait, the Fourth International. Germany's at war with Yugo, Mexico, and double Yugo. Oh, it's the Soviet war. So it is the Soviets where you guys are at war with. Ah, I see. Okay. I definitely don't want to be in that war. Except I kind of do. I kind of do want to be in that war. So let's get in that war. I don't have manpower at all. So let's get our units in position first. Man, if I could just get a little bit of territory, restore the Kalmar Union at the very least. Yeah, we need all mainland Danish states, and yeah, you guys wouldn't give it to me. I suppose technically I could ask for control of states. Jutland. Will they give it to me? They refused. Nope. Yep. That's the only way I could get more manpower is by getting some more cores. I'd still have to like navally invade this one little island out here that the UK still has control over. But yeah, we're in a really good spot. UK's gone. Yes, the US is in the war, but the US can't really do anything without a place to land. And yeah, without England as their ports, they're gonna fall and fail. Wow, we're spending so much of our manpower on garrisons. Let's see, Luxembourg capitulates. France isn't in the war yet, so it's literally just blitzkrieg the second Germany decides to go. Heroes one and all, thank goodness. The strikes. We had double strikes, so I don't even know if the strikes are completely gone. But yeah, France joins. America just is gonna sit back at home because they can't do anything, and Germany's gonna slog through France. At least they should. I don't know why they're not attacking. Italy's trying to do something. They're not going to get far because it's a bit too late for them. UK still technically has the Suez Canal. That's really decent position to kind of push in. If the AI was smart enough, US could get in here and win the North Africa stuff and maintain naval superiority over the Mediterranean and then work from there. But France is about to fall, and the AI is not smart enough to do that either. So long story short, Scotland is getting invaded navally. That's not good. I want you guys on call here a little bit more. Yeah, we can't quite defend that naval invasion. So yeah, we might be done here. Let's join this Italian civil war that is what ultimately is sparking war with the Soviets? No? Yes, maybe? You guys are at war with the Soviets. I can join your war, right? Do they not want me in? Guatemala wants us in. Okay, we're in, right? Okay, good. So weird. We've got sort of reverse Russo-Finnish war. Over here we'll take Petrograd, which is their capital. And they're going to have to send some more units up here as the blitzkrieg through Western Soviet states is absolutely cleaning through. Yeah, we don't have France yet, which is kind of weird, but France isn't strong enough. America's not going to get enough units in here in time to defend. Unless all of a sudden they got rid of disjointed government, which then they might stand a chance, but I don't think it's getting disappeared anytime soon. Focus is resistance suppression is probably important, so we're just gonna do that probably for the little bit longer we're gonna end up playing, because we're at a weird standstill where Germany will probably just win this for us. UK's out of the picture, so Germany is likely just to win. Although the blitzkrieg in the Schlieffen plan is not working out too well for you guys. You guys need to actually like put your tanks here and attack with them, or attack at all. I'm pretty sure your military is stronger than theirs and has better bonuses. And there was a naval invasion coming for the north up here. I don't know if this guy defended it in Scotland, but it's not landed. What? Why aren't you attacking Petrograd? We need that for one to win the war, and we can take it right now. It's really weird you guys pushed out to here first. E485. Yeah, we're still pushing out here. Our supply lines are just as bad as theirs out here, so pushing is really rough. And it's going to be better for them as we kind of keep pushing this way. But theoretically, this here is going to cut off all their supply to the north once we take even one of these railway locations. And I would push harder, but we don't have the manpower for it. Infantry equipment. We are super short on infantry equipment. Honduras is capitulated. Our stability and war support is going pretty well, but it's mostly because we're now in a magical defensive war because of the Honduras stuff. Oh, it's the Mexican Soviet Republic. Swiss Confederation declared war against the Reich. That's a little bit tougher to push through. If France capitulates, it won't really matter. But it seems like they're actually holding, which is really weird. That's more of a failure on Germany's part. I understand they have most of their units in the east, and that's going really well. Especially with Romania helping out. But man, they haven't even taken Yugoslavia down here. Italy hasn't moved out. They're just offended in the Alps. Which is kind of the smart thing to do if you're not going to just push out, but you can just push out. There's like less than 20 divisions here on this line. I know Italy has more divisions than that. Especially after waiting so long. Yeah, they have so many naval defense. So much naval defense here. And then, yeah, the Americans are doing the smart thing coming down to North Africa. And winning that campaign. France is not capitulating in time, so American tanks theoretically could be coming through here, but I guess America's so far behind on their industry and their war tech that they aren't quite prepared for war. How are we doing here? Kinda crap, but we have Petrograd. And they'll capitulate after a long fight. We're getting a naval invaded at home. That's great. We're going to get naval invaded here and lose. Great. So yeah, long story short, as I've said before, we likely don't have this. Germany will win at the end of the day. If I just need to be a little defensive here if I wanted to hold on, but this is essentially a failure of our achievement run. So I think we're going to end up calling it here. We've accomplished quite a lot, and we could keep going and we could eventually win. Beating the US would be really, really hard, but theoretically possible. We just have to get really lucky on some naval invasions on the East Coast. And of course, while we're kind of defending all our territory at home from the random UK naval invasions, but I think it's good enough to end here. We had quite a run. We had to join Germany, and we kind of didn't have to, I suppose, but we couldn't have beat the UK without them. But I think that's where we're going to leave it here. We'll probably be back, maybe not Sunday, but definitely next Monday. So I'll have to catch you then.